Russian embassy in India denies news report that the alleged Russian interference in the upcoming elections in India. And let me go across to my colleague Siddharth Sibul on the story. Siddharth, is this story about the fact that an Oxford professor had claimed that Russia will meddle in Indian elections? Has this response come formally, or this is a displeasure expressed informally?
Well, it's an official displeasure that has been expressed by the Russian embassy here in New Delhi. It said that it has noted the PTI report quoting a social media expert from a British university alleging Russia would target elections not only in India but in Brazil. And in a strongly worded statement, it said these are blatant false lies and a phony attempt to drive a wedge between Russia and its BRICS partners following that recent summit in Johannesburg. So a strong statement coming. Basically, this report was a report which came out from the University of Oxford, and PTI quoted a Professor Philip Howard, who said that Russia might do that. And of course, Russia doesn't want to take chances this time around. Already it's dealing with the reports of its involvement in the American elections.
So Siddharth, the bottom line here is that the problem here is that the Russia feels that somehow the larger story, which is between the Russia and America, has somehow is entangling the other countries and alliance partners or the former strong allies like India.
Russia doesn't want it to spread globally now, especially when India also is due for election next year. In the statement, Russia said that it is a common knowledge that Russia enjoys a camaraderie with India and will never do such a thing that goes against the interest and dignity of a friendly nation like India. So a strong statement. And of course, Russia and India enjoy really warm ties, and the Russian President Vladimir Putin is expected to visit India in October for the annual summit. Last year, the Indian Prime Minister visited Russia. We saw that Sochi summit, that informal summit between the Indian Prime Minister and the Russian President. So clearly, Russia wants to be very cautious this time around. So immediately it reacted, and the Russian embassy formally issuing a statement saying that the story is false and attempt to drive wedge between Russia and its partners.
Siddharth, perhaps a strong point made by you, but do you think that it alters the message which has already been absorbed by a part of the American electorate, or the fact that this story, the news of interference, has been consumed globally also by Indian electorate? Because fact of the matter is that even a notice went to Facebook on behalf of the Election Commission of India.
Well, definitely, all the countries these days are concerned about meddling by foreign countries or corporations, and we know that India has given notices to Facebook and said that it would not like any kind of interference, which we saw with Cambridge Analytica being involved in the entire collecting of data from many countries, including India. So that, of course, is a worry and top of the mind of the policymakers, especially the Indian policymakers. So that is why it's a worry, and that is why Russia was quick to react on it, making sure that it doesn't escalate and the story, of course, doesn't go. It even gave this entire release with a hashtag saying fake news.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this update.